Quien no conoce su historia está condenado a repetirla.
Photos of the real-life characters of Escobar, El Patron del Mal. This is a Colombian TV series, known as Escobar, El Patron del Mal, and before called Pablo Escobar, El Patron del Mal. This was produced in Caracol Television from 2009 to 2012. This exciting story tells the life of one of the most wanted drug traffickers, who managed to make millions of dollars thanks to the drug business. The series is about the life of Colombian drug trafficker Pablo Escobar Gaviria. It details and reveals secrets that no one knew until now. Find out more details and who were the characters that the actors portrayed in this series. Andres Pera, as Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Andres played Pablo in most episodes of the series. Pablo Escobar was born on December 1, 1949, and died on December 2, 1993, in Colombia. He was the founder and top boss of the Medellin cartel. Mauricio Mejia, as Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Mauricio portrayed Pablo Escobar when he was young. He was a Colombian drug trafficker and politician. He was a leader of the group Los Extraditables, and with them, he became the most powerful man in Colombia and became one of the richest criminals of his time. Christian Tappan, as Gonzalo Gaviria. Christian Tappan played Gonzalo Gaviria, who was Gustavo Gaviria in real life. Cousin and partner of Escobar, he was also his advisor and right-hand man in the business. Juan Sebastian Calero, as Gonzalo Gaviria. Juan Sebastian Calero portrayed Gonzalo Gaviria as a young man in the series, who in real life was Gustavo, one of Pablo's closest associates. Angie Sepita, as Regina Parejo. Angie Sepita portrayed Regina Parejo, who in real life is Virginia Vallejo. She is a writer, journalist, model, broadcaster and television host. She is 65 years old and wrote a book called Amando a Pablo, Odiando a Escobar. Vicky Hernandez, as Anelia Gaviria. Vicky portrayed Anelia, whose real name is Hermilda de los Dolores Gaviria Barrio, Pablo Escobar's mother. She was a schoolteacher and was married to Abel de Jesus Escobar Echeverri. Linda Lucia Callejas, as Anelia Gaviria. Linda Lucia Callejas played the role of Pablo's mother in the series, Anelia Gaviria, but she had a short role, as she only played her in her youth. Susana Torres, as Nikki Polania. Nikki was played by Susan Torres, who actually played the role of Colombian journalist and political scientist Maria Jimena Duzan. Aldemar Correa, as Julio Modoa. Aldemar portrayed Julio in this series, who was actually Fabio Ochoa Vasquez, a Colombian drug trafficker and member of the Medellin cartel. He is now 58 years old and is being held for his crimes. Jovany Alvarez, as Pedro Modoa. Jovany played the role of Pedro in the series, who was a Colombian drug trafficker and part of the Medellin cartel named Jorge Luis Ochoa. He is 64 years old and still at large. Alejandro Gutierrez, as German Modoa. Alejandro is German in the series, but in real life he is Juan David Ochoa, one of the Modoa brothers. He is a friend of Escobar's who was also part of the Medellin cartel. He died on July 25, 2013. Marcella Gallego, as Gloria Pachon de Galen. Gloria Pachon was also the real name of Luis Carlos Galen's wife. She was characterized by Marcella Gallego. Gloria had 3 sons with her husband. Their names are Juan Manuel, Carlos Fernando and Claudio Mario. Carlos Marino, as Yaison Taborda aka Marino. In real life, Yaison Taborda aka Marino is the criminal John Jairo Velasquez, better known as Popeye. He was part of the Medellin cartel and head of the criminal organization Los Extraditables. He died February 6, 2020 at age 57. Ernesto Benjumea, as Rodrigo Lara Bonilla. Rodrigo Lara Bonilla was portrayed by Ernesto Benjumea. His real name was used in the series. He was the Minister of Justice during the government of Belisario Betancur. He persecuted the cartel for years, but was assassinated on April 30, 1984. Diana Hoyas, as Nancy Restrepo de Lara. Nancy Restrepo de Lara was played by Diana Hoyas. She was the wife of the Minister of Justice, Rodrigo Lara Bonilla, with whom she had 3 children. German Quintero, as Guillermo Cano Isaza. Guillermo Cano was represented by German Quintero. This man was a journalist and the founder El Espectador. He was assassinated by a hitman sent by Escobar. He was killed at the age of 61 on December 17, 1986. Helena Mallarino, Ana Maria Busquets de Cano. Ana Maria Busquets de Cano was represented by Helena Mallarino. Ana was the wife of journalist Guillermo Cano Isaza, now Cano's widow. Nicolas Montero, as Luis Carlos Galen. Nicolas Montero was who represented Luis Carlos Galen. The real name of this person was used in the series. This man was a presidential candidate with different political parties. On August 18, 1989, he was killed at the age of 45 by order of Escobar. Juan Carlos Arango, as Gustavo Ramirez aka El Mariachi. Jose Gonzalo Gacha, played by Gustavo. He was part of the cartel. This was one of the most powerful and feared men after Escobar. He died on the run on December 15, 1989. Alejandro Martinez, as Marcos Herbert. Carlos Leder was represented by Alejandro as Marcos Herbert. He is a former Colombian drug trafficker and co-founder of the cartel. He is 65 years old, and he remained in prison until 2020. He was then deported to Germany, where he held citizenship through his father. Cecilia Navia, as Patricia Uria de Escobar. Victoria Henao de Escobar was represented by Cecilia under the name Patricia. She was Pablo Escobar's wife, and with whom he had his first children. Eileen Moreno, as Patricia Uria de Escobar. The series featured Escobar's wife, Victoria Henao de Escobar, when she was young. This part of her life was portrayed by Eileen Moreno. Tommy Vasquez, as Fabio Uria. Hector Fabio Uria appeared in the series as Fabio Uria, played by Tommy. He was an associate and friend of Escobar and was the youngest of the Ochoa brothers, Motoa. Julio Pachin, as Colonel Jairo Jimenez. Julio acted as Colonel Jairo Jimenez, who in real life was Colonel Jamie Gomez. He was in charge of discovering the largest cocaine processing center in the world. Fabian Mendoza, as Cesar Gaviria Trujillo. Fabian starred as Cesar Gaviria Trujillo, who was the president of Colombia in the years 1990 to 1994. He fought against Escobar and his cartel until the day he died. Judy Henriquez, as Carmina Bedoya. Judy was Carmina, who in real life was reporter Diana Turbe, who was kidnapped by Escobar to pressure the government to drop the extradition treaty. She was killed on January 25, 1991. Andres Ballesteros, as Gerson aka El Chile. Andres was Gerson, known in real life as John Jairo Arias Tascan, better known as El Chile or Pinina. He was a member of the Los Priscos gang, killed hundreds, and was killed on June 4, 1990. Andres Felipe, as Dagoberto Ruiz aka El Topo. Andres was Dagoberto. In real life he was Mario Castano Rivera, better known as El Topo or El Chopo. This man was a pair of assassins and hitmen for Pablo Escobar. He was killed in a police confrontation on March 19, 1993. Julian Casido, as Candanga. Julian is Candanga. In real life he was Luis Carlos Alzader Quijo, better known as El Elite or Candanga, a hitman in the service of Pablo Escobar. That's all for the moment. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, this is On the Road.